How will we figure out the size of each fish?
Now that's a problem. We need to collect some data and examine the facts. How are the facts going to fit together to solve the problem?
Discovery Science Alliance, today's mission. How can we use objects to measure and compare things? Let's find out more about how to measure with objects so we can help Jenna and Julius figure out the real size of each fish. Usually, when we need to measure something, we can use a ruler to see how long it is. When a ruler is not around, we can use objects to measure. This is called non-standard measurement.
We are going to measure our arms today and see how long our arms are.
This investigation will help us see what might have happened on their fishing trip. Jenna and Julius measured fish. We don't have fish, so we'll use tracings of our arms. See how they're stacking their cutouts on top of each other?
In order from longest to shortest.
That's called direct comparison. That's one way Jenna and Julius could have determined whose fish is longer. But the fish were so close in size, they still couldn't agree. Let's recreate the scene. We're using playing cards, just like Jenna and Julius, to measure our cutouts.
You're going to measure your arm like this, and then on the horizontal way, you're going to measure it with the short side.
Whoa! There are two ways to line these up. Two ways to measure, two very different results.
One.
Using the long side of the card, her arm is 5 cards long. But when they use the short side of the card, her arm is 7 cards long. By lining up lots of little objects, like paper clips, dollar bills, or cards, we can count them and figure out how long an object is. All of these little objects must be the same size. Size is important because a smaller object will give you a higher number, and a bigger object will give you a smaller number. Sound tricky? Let's take a look. That fish is 10 paper clips long. If we use markers, it's 2 markers long. When we use objects to compare and measure, it's important to use the same size object. Another key to measuring with objects is to put the object end to end without any gaps or overlapping. Non-standard measurement is a method that we can use to measure and compare objects when we can't use a ruler.